And the church say amen. Amen. Thank you, Lord, for this day. And we're blessed to be able to share with you and to present our speaker around here at Sardis District. He does not need an introduction.
All right.
He has been a part of this district for 40 plus years. Amen.
Amen.
And we are thankful and delighted to have him as our Bible instructor to give us biblical standards, wholesome standards, and a solid foundation.
All right.
He's an humble man. He's pastor of Bluff Springs and Olive Ray. He is one who's capable and able to walk among kings and still not lose the common touch. Right. He's grounded in what is right. And he's grounded in it, and he's going to hold you to what is right. Amen. If you don't like it, you can get on his boss, Jesus Christ, and deal with it. But I'm excited and happy to have him to come to us today. So we present to you our speaker for today, none other than Pastor L.C. Smith. Pray with him and pray for him. That's all right.
Supervisor of this staff, to all of these ministers, preachers, pastors, missionaries, and to all of the delegates and each of you who are present,
Right.
both Christian and sinner friends.
That's right.
We thank God for this another blessing.
All right.
What a blessing
Yes, sir.
Yes.
to have this privilege to come together one more time in the house of the Lord. What a blessing.
Yeah.
To be on top of the ground.
All right.
And the ground is not on top of the ground. That's a blessing.
All right.
Now I know for Christians it's going to be a greater blessing
All right.
to go to the other side.
All right.
But thank God for this side.
Yes, sir.
Amen. It's good to be here.
Yes, it is.
And certainly we want to thank Congress staff and its president for allowing me this opportunity to come and share with you a word from the Lord.
Yes, sir.
Thank Honorary Mayor, of course.
Yes,
As well
sir.
as some of the members from Holloway.
Amen.
Would you raise your hand, Holloway?
Amen.
Amen. A member from Bluff Spring.
Amen.
Amen. Even though she a member from Pleasant Green too. But that's Bluff Spring.
All right now.
And all of that Pleasant Green members won't be looking at her funny. She's still over there. Amen. We're grateful for all of you and certainly, again, thankful for this opportunity. Reverend Dr. Leland did such a job
All right
in
now.
the pastor's minister class
All right, sir.
until I was tempted to go out the back door. But then I thought about it, not everybody was in that class. So I figured I would ease back in. Amen, amen. And all of that, our ushers would like to let me give a passage. Acts chapter 12.
All right.
Acts chapter 12. And the background will be from the 1st through the 19th verse.
All right.
Acts chapter 12, and I labeled it as background so you can read the whole story.
Come on, Smith.
I'm going to read one verse, the 5th verse.
All right.
Acts chapter 12, verse 5.
All right.
Every one found it.
All right. Wait with it, Smith.
Verse 5 says, Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. As Frank Ray said, that's enough.
All right. Great.
And you read it from 1st through 19. I want to, for a few minutes, take a look at the church's solution
All right.
for turbulent times.
Yes.
The church's solution for turbulent times.
Amen.
And I'm talking about Christ's church. Because we know Satan got some churches too. In case y'all didn't know that, he does have some churches.
Yes, sir.
We are living in turbulent times. Something is going on everywhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So true.
Strange things are happening.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to look at this for that reason and a couple other reasons. Number one, because I believe I have the sanctioning of the Holy Spirit.
All right. All right.
And number two is because of how the early church dealt with troubling turbulent times.
All right. All right.
And we're living in that kind of time today.
Yes, sir.
And seemingly even worse.
Yes, sir.
I looked at the word turbulent,
Mm-hmm.
and it means disorder.
All right. All right.
Yes, sir.
We have disorder
Yes, sir.
in our communities,
Yes, sir.
in our churches, in our homes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not only does it mean disorder, but it means boisterous.
All right. All right, sir.
It means disturbed,
Yes, yes.
agitated,
Yeah. All right.
tumultuous.
Yes, sir.
All of those we have
Uh-huh.
in our area.
Yes, sir.
Churches, local church houses are being disturbed
Well.
with individuals going in for their own purpose. Everybody ought to come to the church house,
All right. All right.
but we ought to have the right purpose in mind when we come. Come to seek mature in Christianity, or come to seek Christ,
All right.
to be told how to accept Him. And I said seek Christ because we know Christ is not lost.
All right.
He's everywhere. But the only way that individuals can accept Christ is they got to hear the word.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And I know that we don't restrict the word to the church house.
All right.
At least we shouldn't. We should live the word. We should talk the word. We should preach the word everywhere we go.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to look at this because there is an answer.
All right. All right.
There is a solution
All right.
for this problem.
Yes, sir.
One of the main tools, or major tools of the church is prayer.
Amen.
Matter of fact, we haven't been, it's not our job to fight with guns, knives, or any of the material things, but we have to fight with the word.
Yes, sir.
And in order to be equipped to fight with the word, we got to be prayerful.
Yes, sir.
And we got to study. That is what this is all about. But I've discovered that it's hard to get folk to teaching sessions.
All right, sir.
I think I said it before last time I lectured. We go to everything else.
Yes, sir.
I said to our churches, I think I ought to take Sunday morning.
All right.
And I know Sunday morning sermon, some teachers in it, but supposed to be mostly preaching in order to draw folk. And after they come, then I need to teach them. But I think I need to take Sunday morning and walk down at the table down there and just teach.
All right.
And maybe I catch them folk that won't come. Y'all may not have that problem in your church.
All right.
But it's at our churches. We get certain ones to come to teaching. And the ones that come to teaching, their lifestyle is a little better.
Have mercy.
Because they've been taught. So I wanted to look at this because in Acts, Christ's young church encountered many turbulent periods, just as we are encountering today. I said numerous times, a couple of people looked at me and frowned. I'm glad we have a black president in, but this president did more damage to Christianity than any president been in. Anytime you legalize what the Bible calls abortion, abomination, rather, to God, it does damage to the church. And homes are doing damage to the church because children are not compelled to come to church. And therefore they don't get the teaching that they need. It was a turbulent period, and not only was it turbulent because of disorder against the church and disorder in the church, but because of many times physical abuse or physically attacked. And that hasn't come yet in this era, but it's on its way.
All right.
In the process of carrying out the Great Commission, command in Matthew 28, chapter 19 and 20 verse,
All right.
the church is faced with persecution from without, as well as heresy from within. Persecution from without.
Yes, sir.
And false teachers on the inside. I see a lot of that today in many churches. False teaching, all these gimmicks and what we've come up with to draw the youth in many of our churches. False teaching. We are faced with that, and that's a prevalence in the church.
Yes, sir.
Because somebody gonna believe a lie before they believe the truth. And if we can get lying out of the local church house.
All right.
But I understand that not everybody come to the church house been born again. I believe it was Dr. Leland that said in the class that even Satan comes to church. And he ain't got no feet, y'all. He can't walk on his own. He come with somebody. And if we that are born again are not careful, he'll come with us. But he said, don't let the devil ride. If you let him ride, he'll want to drive. He can't possess us. He can't get in our hearts and possess us. But he sure can sit on our shoulder and influence us. I wanted to tell you about this because not only was there heresy in the church, but Stephen had been killed. Persecution had caused the Jerusalem church to scatter. Turbulence. The Judaizers who believed in Judaism, which teaches that God is a national God, who entered into a permanent historical relationship with the children of Israel. That's what the Judaizers were teaching, that God only belonged to the Israelites and nobody else. And we got some denominations believe that today.
Yes, sir.
If you're not a member of that denomination, you're going to hell. But I said, notice that Christ's church is in the believers who believe in Jesus Christ. Matters not what building you're in. If you believe in Jesus Christ. But I still hold that you can't be in a church that teaches other doctrines except that of Jesus Christ and believe in Jesus Christ. The Israelites believed that he was a national God. He was only their God. The teaching is that this relationship obligated to people to detail codes and ethics and original behavior instead of serving God from the heart. A lot of times we get caught up in a lot of traditions, in a lot of things that has been going on for a long time, and don't do it from the heart. It's all right to do some of those things, but you need to do it for the right purpose. I thank God He's a universal God. Thank Him for John 3:16. For God so loved the world and He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever, not just Christian, but if you believe it, you become a Christian. But whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Whosoever. I like that. That takes in the whole world. Dr. Leland covered it good in the class. That takes the whole world. God gave His Son for the whole world, if they believe in Him. Before I go further, may I remind us that St. Matthew's chapter 28, verse 19 through 20, is still the Great Commission of the church. It's still our commission. It seems like we've forgotten that. As a whole, I'm not talking about anybody. If you're here today, that means you're trying. You're trying to carry out. But there's some that are not trying to carry out the Great Commission. And I hear you. Say, well, why are you telling us? If we're trying, it's our place to tell the ones that are not trying. And I'll share with you in order that you can tell the ones that are not trying. With this in mind, I need to tell us that we are faced with turbulent times today. Disturbance, agitators, boisterous winds are coming from the outside. And not only are they coming from the outside, but many are inside the church house. Non-denomination ism, and I call it ism, because to me, non-denomination means follow no rules. Set your own rules. If you're Christ's church, and I know Christ ain't coming for the denomination. He's not coming for the denomination. He's coming after his church. But Christ's church had rules. Most time I've studied, I've taken the course on non-denomination as well as and many of them individually. And they share in those courses that we want to do like we want to do and not like the Holy Spirit wants us to do. But Christ's church ought to be ruled and governed by the Holy Spirit. If the Holy Spirit doesn't say it, don't do it. If the Holy Spirit says it, matters not how much time that you need to do it, you ought to do it. I know in some seminaries now they're going to teaching that the preacher ought to cut his sermon to 15, 20 minutes. Ain't got no business preaching. If he's been up longer than that, he's been up too long. But I believe that if the Holy Spirit says stay 10, stay 10. If the Holy Spirit says stay 30, stay 30. Now the Holy Spirit is intelligent. He ain't gonna have you stay in no hour and a half. He's intelligent. So you tell me to sit down, I'm gonna sit down.
You get at least 3 hours.
I done got old now. It takes me a long time. But the Holy Spirit make me feel like I'm young. When I'm preaching the word, and he gonna tell me when to sit down. Disorder and unruly commotions have brought massive confusion in many of our local families. We got trouble in the family. I say oftentimes that children now run in the world. Everything is focused towards children. By the law, you can't chasten them. And there's a difference, y'all, in taking a switch and going to the place that the Lord has prepared than hitting a child upside his head. That is abusing. You're not supposed to hit him upside his head, but there ain't nothing wrong with taking a switch. Laying across your knee and taking a belt. I said now, really, we was abused back in the day because my mom and dad throw anything. I ought to have been a football player. I missed many shoes coming in there. Even missed some skillets. But there's confusion in many of our local families. The church, as we move through the year 2017, are moving through stormy and rocky times. It might not seem like it, but we're moving through. Nobody want to hear the gospel. Not everybody. Folk turn itching ear to the gospel. I tell Blood Spring and all the rest, I know how to get a crowd. Put me up a tent outside. Go out there and preach a couple times a robe and cut it up and tell them I'm giving you a piece of the blessed robe. I have folks stopping from everywhere. But I'm afraid to lie. I want to tell the truth. And I'm afraid to just draw a crowd. Matter of fact, I'm not just interested in a crowd. Yeah, I'd like to have a large crowd, but I'm interested in folk maturing in Christianity. But thanks be to God for the promise Jesus made in Matthew 16 and 18. He said, upon this rock, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. That promise still stands. If you're Christ's church, you're going through stormy weather. You're having some ups and downs. But you're going to win. We are victorious. The gates of hell cannot win.
Yeah.
Because Jesus said so.
Yes.
We live in a time where many things the Bible calls sin, an abomination to God, we call issues.
All right, all right.
Another way of life.
Yeah.
And if sin is but sin.
Yes.
We don't separate it by shacking. Shacking is still a sin.
Watch out now.
I heard somebody say, if you wouldn't buy a pair of shoes without trying them on.
Watch out now.
Shacking ain't buying a pair of shoes. The shacking is going against the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not commit fornication. It's going against the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
Not only shacking, homosexuality.
Watch out now.
We say little about it. We stand and say nothing. And I said the biggest sin that the church committed is being too silent.
All right now.
We don't say anything until it hit our door.
Yes.
Or don't say anything until it involves somebody we know.
All right.
But we ought to stand and speak out against it wherever we are. And every chance we get. We call an issue unrepentant to God. Individuals can do anything. Church ain't got no discipline no more.
Watch out now. Watch out
Folk
now.
can do anything. We know they done it.
Yes,
But
sir.
that's my friend. That ain't my business, so I ain't gonna say nothing. And do you not know that you seen it?
Yes.
When you don't say nothing. It's our job to speak out against sin. And it's not just the preacher's job.
Come on, Smith. Come on.
It's every born again child of God. I'm gonna soon be through with this, y'all. Every born again child of God
Come on, Smith.
need to speak out against sin.
Yes, sir.
Individuals ask me numerous times about if I go to the casino, is it a sin? And I tell them it all depends.
Well,
I said, now if you just go and you don't see no wrongness and don't waste your money that you need to pay bills, then it might not be a sin unless somebody see you there and it offend them.
all right now.
If they see you there and it offend them because they think going to the casino is a sin, I said, then you sin.
All right now.
And then I quickly change it. And I said, yeah, it is a sin to go to the casino. I said, the reason it's a sin because the only way that you don't sin going to the casino, you're going to be downtown in jail.
Watch it, Smith.
Because when you go there, if you see somebody losing their money and cursing, you're supposed to say something.
All right.
And you're going to be arrested for interfering with the establishment income.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to carry you to jail. So I say, yeah, it's a sin to go to the casino.
All right now.
Like them older folk, they used to say, so it's a sin to drink, it's a sin to play ball, because so much sin was around it. So we call it issues. Drunkenness, dope addiction is not only tearing up homes and families, but church families, starting with many preachers, deacons, and moving through the ranks of the church membership. That's taking place, y'all. Yes, we live in turbulent times. But here in Acts chapter 12, the early church shows us by example what to do. You see, Herod, in this particular chapter,
Yes, sir.
Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex Satan of the church.
Yes.
That's the word.
Afflicting them,
Well,
imprisoning them. He killed James, the brother of John, with the sword.
yeah.
He imprisoned Peter, intending after Easter to bring him forth unto the people.
Yes.
He would make a spectacular of him. Verse 5 says, but prayer was made without ceasing.
Yes.
Y'all, that's the solution. Peter in jail. Christians vexed and scattered on the run. But the church prayed. And it didn't say just the deacons prayed. It didn't say just the preachers prayed. It didn't say just the women prayed or the men prayed, but it said the church prayed. They prayed out without ceasing of the church unto God for him.
Yes.
The church prays.
Church.
We don't pray enough. And when I'm talking about praying enough, I'm talking about sincerely praying.
Yes.
I'm not just talking about a lot of words, but sincerely praying. And a sincere prayer can just be mercy, Lord. If you're concerned about our children, or you're concerned about the world, Lord help us. And he will do it. Let me close by saying James had been killed, but the church prayed. We need to be praying, y'all. And I'm not putting emphasis on just standing praying, but I'm putting emphasis on once we pray, God will give us the strength. God will give us the knowledge to go out and do something about the problem. You see, we fail on going in the hedges and highways and compelling men to come. We want to put a sign of "you welcome" and never go out and tell them. We need to go out and tell them. Matter of fact, go out and bring them. I think I said this a number of times, and probably here. I never shall forget when I was in my late teenage years. I'd have some friends and they wouldn't have no money. I'd be going to town. I lived in the Mississippi Delta. And be going to Greenville. We call it the 11 Light City. And so I'd tell them, come on, go to town with me. And they say, well, I ain't got no money. I said, that's all right. I got some. Come on, go with me. Well, I can't put no gas in your car. That's all right. Come on. I got some gas. We need to do the same thing when it comes to the church house. Come on, go with me. You don't owe me anything. Just come on and go with me to the Lord's house. And later on, after coming to the Lord's house, they'll receive what you got. If you got the right thing. So we're living, the church is in these hard times. Satan of the church was vexed. But the church prayed. Herod seized them. He afflicted them. But the church prayed. Peter was cast in prison. And not only was he cast in prison, but he was cast in the inner prison. Matter of fact, in maximum security. In our day. Guarded by 16 guards. Chained to 2 soldiers. But the church prayed. All my brothers, my sisters, what happened when the church sincerely go in prayer? I tell Bluff Spring and all the way, I know I can't be at them always. Matter of fact, my intention is that if I'm in the right mind to stay there until I die. I don't know, I may not be in the right mind and may have to leave. But I tell them when I leave, don't just organize a pulpit committee. I say come together in corporate prayer and pray and ask God to give us another pastor. Peter was in prison, but the church prayed. Verse 7 saying the angels of the Lord came upon him. That's the solution of the church. Angel of the Lord came upon him. Carried him out of the prison. Read the rest of the story. Carried him out of the prison. I declare when you pray sincerely, won't God move? Won't he come? Won't he deal with the situation? He's able to deal with all situations. Jesus fixed it so we can talk to him again. You see, that was a time we couldn't talk to him. But Jesus fixed it. He closed that gap. And he came into this world. Tabernacle 33 years. Went to Calvary's cross. I'm getting ready to end it. Went to Calvary's cross. Suffered, bled, and died. Went down in a dusty grave. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. He got up. All power. In my hand. He lives today. And I got it in me. If you got it in you, through the presence of the Holy Spirit, prayer will work. Prayer will. God will answer. He's able. He's able. God knows he's able. God bless you. God bless you. The solution. The church's solution for turbulent times. Pray. And stay there until you get an answer. Or until the Lord talk to you. And then get up. And go do something. Don't just stay on your knees. But when the Lord answers your prayer, get up and go do something. Listen to him. And then get up and go do something. And if he tell you to go in the hedges and highways, if he tell you like he told Amos this morning, preach to him, tell him to do what's coming. Do it because God will protect you. God bless you. Go to church. Go. That's all right. Come by level. Christian experience. Yes, sir.